All right, Buff fans. Well, we're about ready to start our little tour of the Colorado facility, but right now we're here on the field, Folsom Field, with the voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Mark, let's talk about your expectations for the upcoming season.
Well, I think there's a lot of anticipation for this one. It's year number 3 for Mike McIntyre. Andy, I think you've seen in the 2 previous years under Mike, first year was awful tough, obviously. Last year, the Buffs, they lost 10 games yet. Didn't win a game in conference play, but they were competitive. I'd say in 7 of those 10. So, I mean, I know it's a small thing, but it's a step forward. And that's why I think with all the experience coming back, you've got now an established quarterback in Sefo Liufau. You've got 7, 8, almost 9 starters, depending on the defensive side coming back. I think that's why you feel good about this season. Now, it's a 13-game schedule. Colorado opens up at Hawaii, hence they get the 13th game. You don't have a bye week. It's going to be a grueling schedule this year. Their home slate is off the charts. Stanford, USC, Oregon, Arizona in Pac-12 play. But I think there's a lot of reasons to feel good about where this thing's at right now.
Before we talk about Hawaii, how much does it help the Buffs to know who the quarterback is going into this season? Something you haven't been able to say too often since Tyler Hansen left.
It's been a long time. And Sefo, I think, we saw him set all the records a year ago. Offense was not a huge issue for Colorado a year ago. Now, he made some youthful mistakes in his first full year as a starter. I've talked with him about that. He thinks he's cleaned those things up. And I don't think he feels the pressure. I think he believes his defense is better. In a high-scoring Pac-12 conference, I don't think he feels that he has to make a play all the time. I think he feels like he can go out and, play within himself, if you can borrow that cliche, and then let the defense get the ball back for him. So he's the leader of this team. I think he understands this offensive system. I think he's comfortable in it, and I think he can go out and have himself a very nice year.
Finally, let's talk about going to Hawaii. Will that be a great game, tough starting game, and also as we kind of look ahead on the schedule, do you like that CSU's the 3rd game this year?
Yeah, that I like. I think it takes a little bit of the edge off that game. When you open up with that Rams game, the Rocky Mountain Showdown down in Denver, I think there's so much pressure on that game because of all the in-state, attention being paid to it. Let that be the 3rd game of the season now. You go to Hawaii, which is an awful tough road trip. And the last time that the Buffs went out there a few years ago with John Embry at the helm, it didn't go very well. That's a tough road trip. But I think with this team, as seasoned as it is, it's no longer a freshman-sophomore team. It's a sophomore-junior kind of team right now for Mike McIntyre. So I think I'm okay with that the way they start the season. Then you come home, you've got UMass, then the Colorado State game, and then you got Nicholls State coming in here. So this team should be 4-0 by the time that conference schedule rolls around. We'll have to wait and see. But certainly I like having that Rocky Mountain Showdown the 3rd game of the year.
All right, well, everybody make sure you join the Buffs and let's fill this place as we, of course, have a great home schedule in store.
And there you see that brand new facility up there, the Champion Center. That's where we're doing the show today. Phenomenal facility, one of the nicer facilities in America, and an amazing upgrade for Colorado.
All right, for Mark Johnson, I'm Andy Lindahl. This has been a Primetime Sports Diary. Go Buffs.